You've probably seen it floating around by now. You know, that MIT study on generative AI, the one that says 95% of pilots are failing to show any kind of ROI. And depending on who you ask, well, that stat has become its own kind of Rorschach test, you know? That number is either a warning flare or a complete nothing burger. But which one is it? So MIT just said that 95% of all AI pilots are failing. It's a big headline with a big claim, and some see it as a warning shot. AI just isn't ready. Others dismiss it entirely, pointing to the study's small sample size or the fact that it only looked at returns within 6 months. And then there are those using it to justify doubling down because clearly the answer must be to go even faster, buy more technology, find the shadow economy of AI, probably headquartered somewhere in Gotham City, run by a rogue VC named Prompt Lord. He doesn't just answer questions, he reroutes them all to his Series A. Anyway, the truth is, well, all of them might be right. But that's not the most interesting part to me, though. No, what's more telling is that what the study actually reveals is how deeply businesses are still locked into the same old mindset. Tools, not teams, are what create transformation. We implement AI these days expecting it to magically work without ever asking what we or what processes might need to be done differently. We don't update the workflows, we don't prepare the culture, we don't shift the expectations, we don't work on the team at all. We don't take the hard route, we look for convenience, speed, efficiency. That's the only value. And then we're surprised when, 6 months later, the results aren't impressive. So we kill the pilot. Well, 95% of us do anyway, apparently. Not because the tech failed, but because we never gave the humans in the system a real chance to succeed, to do the hard work. We've built a culture where speed is the default, not the differentiator, where slowing down is seen as weakness, and where good enough, fast, has quietly become the most acceptable form of mediocrity in modern business. That's it. That's where marketing sits right now. It's no longer what's the minimum viable content, it's what's acceptable mediocrity. We trade clarity for momentum and we optimize for volume over value. And then we wonder why our work, our creative work, our marketing, our ideas, why they feel fragmented, shallow, and forgettable. This isn't a technology problem. It's a humans problem. Or maybe even more accurately, it's a creative problem because the thing we keep skipping, the uncomfortable in between space, that's not a delay, it's the point. It's the friction, it's the reflection, the point where we listen, question, truly experiment, with like an actual hypothesis, a control, an actual structure, and a time frame, and maybe even discover something worth doing. Oh, side note, I just wrote a book on this whole thing. It's called Valuable Friction. It's available now. It makes the case that the most important work we do might be the work that resists automation, the kind of work that takes time, that doesn't scale, that doesn't happen in a sprint. And maybe, just maybe, that's okay. And hey, if you want to read my whole post on this particular topic that I just wrote, it's got links and more words and a bit more depth than this video does, well, check it out here. It's in the post for the video itself. And at the end of the day, well, I'm reminded of something a brilliant computer programmer once told me 20 years ago when I was first learning to code. By the way, spoiler alert, that didn't stick, but his message to me did. He said, think about a computer this way. All the computer does, all it can ever do, is read and write data. Anything interesting that happens in between, that's on you. And maybe now, when AI can generate the input, automate the output, it's finally time that we start asking, what's left for us to do in the middle? Are we making the space wide enough, long enough for anything truly interesting to happen? I'll see you next week.